Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, what is poppin', lockin', what's dropping, baby? Welcome everyone back to the channel, back to the series, and most specifically to this video. Now today, we are here with the lower body workout, specifically a light lower body workout. Now this one's going to be a little different because there are people out there that may not have access to a gym, or might not have access to certain equipment, but I'm here to tell you that everyone's probably going to have one of these. But, of course, not everyone's going to have the first thing I'm going to say. So, for this lower body workout, we're going to be using two things in particular. One are going to be dumbbells, and the second thing is we're going to be using a couch. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be incorporating a lower body workout with a couch. Was known to be one of the tools for the greatest and the laziest people. In fact, it even has a term. Couch potato. But today, we're going to take the couch that everyone likes to lay, sit, relax on, and we're going to make it into an exercise tool. And then we're not talking about lifting the couch. No, that'd be too easy. We're going to incorporate these exercises with dumbbells and the couch to get you the juiciest butt that anyone has ever asked for. So stay tuned, and we'll get started with this lower body workout. Let's get started with squats. When we think about couches, obviously we think about something to sit and relax on. But what can I tell you? We can use sitting as an exercise to grow our glutes as well as our quads. Let me introduce you to the goblet squat, or my exercise known as the pop and squat on the couch. First thing you're going to need is a dumbbell here. This is 40 pounds for your desired weight. And essentially all you're going to do is make sure your feet are a comfortable position. The dumbbell is being held by two hands like this, and the dumbbells across the top of your chest. And essentially what you're going to do is going to pop a squat by sticking your butt out, touching the couch, and getting back up. That's all you got to do. You're not sitting, but you're just popping a squat, touching it, and getting back up. Make sure when you get up too, you pinch your butt cheeks together so you get the entire glute sensation. Just like that, you've done yourself your squats. Now I do 3 sets of 10 just for the light. So then when I go to the gym, I do a more heavy standard setup. Catch you guys on RDLs. All right, after we've got the squats or the pop a squat on the couches, now we have the RDLs, or rest that booty on the couch. Or RDL actually stands for Romanian deadlifts, but you can use them with one dumbbell if you're like a super beginner, or if you're like starting to get more into RDLs in general, then you can move on to 2 dumbbells. So these are 2 20-pound dumbbells, and then you see people using the bar a lot. So that's for the more advanced, or if you want to get like really heavy with it. So RDLs are really good for the hamstrings as well as the booty cheeks. Now the only difference between targeting hamstrings and targeting the glutes is how you position going down. So going down straight like this, what you're doing, you could feel that your hamstring stretch, versus if you bend your knees a little bit, then you could feel the glute stretch. So it all depends on bending your knee or not. But because this is a more glute focused workout, we're gonna be bending the knees. So I'm gonna show you from a front view and then from a side view of how I personally do RDLs. It's also very important, so when you do them, and I'll kind of show for example. So you wanna keep your feet straight and align with your hips. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to drop, but keep your back straight, and you can start bending your knees too, and make sure you get your back as straight as possible, and then you go back up. That's how you do an RDL. So we're going to do 10 of these, 3 sets of 10. If you get to the point where your back isn't being straight, or you're bending your back, that's when you need to stop. Because if you bend it, then it starts working that lower back a little bit more, versus where you really need to focus more is on your legs. Now, this is also a lower back exercise, so you're still going to feel on your lower back, but we're focusing more on the glutes and the hammies for this. Honestly, I lost count, but you also want to go down make sure the dumbbells are riding along your shins and your legs as well when you do them. Just like that. Those are RDLs. After that, we're going to be focusing more on the legs, and we're going to get into leg curls on the couch. So, catch you then. Okay, for this next exercise, it's going to be a little weird for the guys. I ain't going to lie. But if you want to work out the hammies pretty good, you're going to have to use this part of your couch. If you have an armrest like this, especially a big fluffy one like this one, you're going to be solid. So, I'm going to show you the position. It's going to be mimicking a laying down leg curl, except we're going to be using the couch arm. So I'm going to call this the couch arm leg hurl, and it's going to suck for the guys. Sorry. But if you want extra cushioning, you got to throw a pillow on here to kind of help with the comfort. But let me show you how the form's supposed to be. Okay, so essentially you just want to scoot up against the arm, make sure your crotch is like right in front of it. And they're just going to lay down like this, lift up your legs, and then just like that. Now, the decline, or kind of this arch like that, is going to help with the leg curl. So you're going to have to find the dumbbell with your feet. Once you get a good grip on the dumbbell, you're going to hold yourself onto the couch like so, and you're going to lift up. Make sure you have good balance at the feet, and you're going to start lifting with your legs. Leg curls, essentially like bicep curls, except you're using your legs. You also don't want to go down all the way, so you add resistance to your legs as well, and you will feel it in your hammies for sure. And just like that. And it's a little bit of an ab workout too, because you have to keep yourself kind of steady when you do it. But it's funny looking, but once you get a good formation of it, you're going to be pretty solid. If it's something you can't really do, then you could do the RDLs again, except make sure you don't bend your knees, because it'll really focus the hammies that way too. Let's move on to leg extensions. Next one, we're going to be working the quads. We're doing specifically leg extensions. But this specific exercise, I call the kickback and relaxes, because not only does this work your quads, but it is a killer ab workout. Let me tell you, you need some stability to do this. First thing you're gonna do is find your dumbbell. You can just see it, so it's a lot easier to find. And then you're just gonna scoot yourself up a little bit, because you want your legs to be arched. And then you're gonna lift up like this, back, hold yourself together, and then you're going to lift like this. Make sure the dumbbell does not touch the ground. And just like that. It's a rough estimate, but as you do it more, the form will get better. That was 20 pounds, by the way. So, again, it works your abs out as well as your quads. What you do on the leg extension machine, you may not be able to do with this. I'm telling you, this will work your quads out pretty good, as mine are already tired. So I got one more set of these, and then we're gonna move on to the step ups. All right, so this next exercise, we're gonna be doing step ups, but more specifically, we're gonna call these, hey, I'm using the couch to change the light bulb. So I'm gonna be showing you how to do this. Great exercise for the lower cheek. I mean, this is what makes it plump. So when you approach the couch like this, make sure your leg is at a 90-degree angle. It's very important. And also you want to lean your body forward a little bit and make sure your heel is on the part, or the sturdiest part of the couch, because we're going to be using this to flex our butt cheek to lift ourselves up like this. So once you're up, what's going to happen is you're going to use your other leg to bring yourself down, but make sure you're flexing your other butt cheek when you go down as well. Keep in the 90-degree angle and lift yourself down. So we're going to be doing 10 of the left foot going up and then 10 of the right foot going up. But as you go up and go down, it's working both the cheeks, just in different formations. So here's kind of an example of how I'm doing it. very important to keep your body leaned a little bit forward. So like your upper back kind of lean a little bit forward, because that way it targets the glute a lot more. And use your heel more than your front foot, because if you press down on your front foot, you can feel your quad more, versus use your heel, you kind of feel more your butt cheek. So little helpful tips when you do the step ups. Finally, we're gonna be doing calf raises. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, we finally finished enough with calf raises. Now, if you have a couch with like, I don't know, a wall you can kind of balance yourself up on, you go on the edge of the couch and you kind of dip your calves as low as they can, get that stretch, and then back up on the edge of the couch. I don't really have anything to balance myself on without, you know, losing a lot of the body weight to do it. So I'm just gonna do bunny hops until failure. That's pretty good calf exercise, because you're just stretching those calves, but you're also lifting yourself up. And you can definitely feel it when you do those bunny hops. And if these are too light, you can add some weights, and you can definitely feel the burn on your calves. So, but I'm gonna kind of do the outro while doing the bunny hops, but you don't even need the dumbbells to do any of these exercises. All you need specifically is the couch. But if you want to increase the weight, then you could use the dumbbells. So even with the bunny hops, or you could do jumping on the couch if you really want to do these on the couch, if you really want to, but it may ruin your couch, so do be warned. But ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, thank you so much for tuning in to this workout. Hopefully you can do these workouts on your couch with or without dumbbells. And I'll catch you guys on whatever I upload next. Peace. Oh wait, one more thing. Stay disciplined and stay focused.